Well, area farmers are beginning to put seed in the ground, and they're starting to get a feel for how the growing season is shaping up. Last year was a dry one for farmers, but so far this year, Mother Nature has cooperated as far as the moisture that's in the soil. Kara Oosterhuis has the details on what this year's trend in agriculture could mean for local producers.
Temperatures are starting to shift into the high teens and low 20s, which pushes farmers to get out in those fields. Michael Robinson of AgroPlus Solutions says that conditions are looking much better than they were at this time last year.
Moisture conditions look very good this year compared to last year where it was very dry going in the springtime. Things are looking a lot more promising this year.
Moisture is great for growing, but that also means the crop has some competition.
We're seeing a lot of the kochia, a lot of the grasses that overwintered are starting to come through. So we are seeing a lot of weeds starting to pop through. So certainly guys are going to have to take notice and make sure that they do something ahead of time to help give themselves a good start going into the springtime.
Roger Lobb says that weeds are definitely something that have been noticed this year.
A lot of wild oats right now, and then even some of the kochia is starting to show up, starting to see little patches of that.
Another concern farmers have is the quality of seed that they are putting into the ground. Many grow seed to sell, and when we have a wet spur like we did last year, the quality of seed that is sold goes down, ultimately affecting future crops.
Because of the conditions that we saw last fall, some of the seed quality is going to be not as good as what we've experienced in the past, so guys are really going to have to start looking at what quality they've got and knowing what they're putting in the ground to make sure that they're either using a good seed treatment or putting it into conditions that are going to be conducive for them to get off to a good start.
The agreement across the board is that farmers are hopeful for this year's growing season.
I'm hoping for good rains like we had last year. Always hope for rain. And last year was a good season. Prices look pretty strong on some things.
Farmers that are beginning to get out there in the fields are starting with crops such as wheat and moving into canola. Agriculture is an industry that you put that seed into the ground, nurture it all season, and at the end of the day, all you can do is wait for Mother Nature to hopefully treat it well. Kara Oosterhuis, Chat News.